Welcome to Vaishnavi classes. This is a session for spreadsheets. It's part of class 10th NIS program. We have already discussed what is a spreadsheet. We know what is an Excel spreadsheet and how we can go about it. There are certain steps, or you can say the type of questions which are asked in the exam, like steps to rename a worksheet, selecting cells and ranges. Now, before we go ahead with all this, let's first study how we'll open the Excel worksheet. We'll go to Start, click on Microsoft Office Excel. Now, what you get here is an Excel worksheet. It will show you book 1 mentioned here and Microsoft Excel. Till the time you have not assigned a name to your worksheet, it will show by default as book 1. You can rename it. So we are doing the first step is to rename the Excel sheet by a name that we find is relevant. So we'll click on this icon, office button. We'll click on save as, because I want to give a new name to it. Save as. It's going to ask for the file name which I want to give to my file. Suppose I give the name as NIOS spreadsheet 1. Now look at the change that has been made. Earlier it was book 1. Now it is showing you as NIOS spreadsheet 1. Now this is the working area in which we are going to work. If you see carefully, it's been divided. Excel worksheet has been divided into rows and columns. These are the rows and they have been named by the numbers. Numerical data has been given. On the top you'll see columns. When I click on this first column, this is my column number A, then B, C, D, and so on. So these are the columns. So if in case I'm pointing to one of the area here, then here it will show you a name box which will give the name to that column. This is D7. D7 means column D and the row is 7th row. Now let's start with renaming a worksheet. Let's get back to the notes again. To rename a worksheet, the following steps have to be followed. Right click on the spreadsheet tab which you want to rename. Select the rename from the pop-up menu and type the new name that you want to assign to your worksheet. This we have just done right now. Now let's come to selecting cells and range. To enter the data into your worksheet, you must first have a cell or a range selected. When you open an Excel worksheet, cell A1 is already active. An active cell will appear to have a darker border around it than other cells on the worksheet. Now, how would you justify this? Let's get back to the Excel worksheet again. By default, A1 is going to be the first cell that is highlighted and it will have the darker area here. If you see this is darkly mentioned here. So this is my first row and column which has been assigned. Let's get back. Now we were here to move your mouse to the desired cell and click on it with the right button. Whatever you type goes into the cell. To select a range of cells, click on one cell, hold the left mouse button and drag the mouse pointer to the last cell of the range you want to select. You can also use keyboard shortcuts given at the end of the lesson. Now let's get back to the Excel sheet again. Suppose I'm here and I have given a name here. Suppose I write it as serial number. This is my first heading. Then I write name. Then I'm giving class, address, phone number. This is the student detail record that I'm creating right now. Student's phone number and age. Serial number, I have taken the serial number as 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just making 4 columns right now. So in the name section, suppose I have written the first name here. So I have given 4 names out here. Then I mentioned the class here. I'm mentioning different classes. Whatever class you want to mention, that's up to you. Okay. Now in the address column, I can mention any of the address. Right now I'm just making a vague address just to give you the rough idea of how we go about it. Okay. Once the address had been written, I'm mentioning the phone numbers here. Phone numbers, as you know, is going to be numeric data. So I mentioned some numeric data here. Come to the age part. I will mention the age here. I have mentioned the age here. Now, if you see carefully, there are certain columns in which I'm entering the numeric data. There are certain columns in which I'm entering the text data. Let's get back to the notes again. Now, data entry in a worksheet. The numbers, your number can be from the entire range of the numeric values. That means it can be whole numbers. It could be decimal numbers like 25.67. It could be a number which is greater in the decimal range only. That means it can be up to more than 2 or 3 decimal places, like it has been mentioned here. Excel displays scientific notations automatically if you enter a number that is too long to be viewed in its entirety in a cell. Now let's come to the next one, text. First, select the cell in which the data has to be entered and type the text. So let's go back. I am selecting a cell out here after my 4th record here. Suppose I want to enter the 5th record. So I have selected this cell. By default on the top, if you see, it shows the cell number as D11. Let's get back here. Here I will mention number 5 and let's say I have given some name to it. When I press enter, what is happening here? It is moving to the next column downstairs. After RF has been written, then I write the class here. Suppose I have written here 10th. Now as soon as you will press enter, it moves down. It won't move to the right side where the address has to be mentioned. So be careful when you're entering the records. I have written any of the address here. And I have mentioned a phone number out here. And let's say I mentioned the age. So this is how I can enter the text here. Let's get back to the notes again. So we have entered the text here. We can press enter to finish the entry, text entry. The text will be displayed in the active cell as well as in the formula bar. Now I'll tell you what a formula bar is later. We'll come back to it. Now date and time. When you enter dates and time, Excel converts these entries into serial numbers and kept as a background information. However, the dates and the time will be displayed to you on the worksheet in a format opted by you. Then the next topic that we are going to cover is going to be editing Excel worksheet.